fat can a cat get? What does a dog that loses a record amount of weight look like? Where does the world's fattest bear live? And why shouldn't tourists feed wild animals? The answers to all of these questions are in this video. Today, I'm going to show you the world's fattest animals. Let's get started. Annabelle. Pigs are not typically depicted as skinny. They are usually thought of as heavy and somewhat chubby, but there are pigs like Annabelle. Just look at how fat and clumsy she is. Some people might find these images amusing, but there's not much funny about it, in my opinion. It's a bit unsettling to me. Annabelle was once the fattest pig around. Her condition was so bad that she could hardly see due to her obesity. She could barely stand or walk. Eventually, she was rescued from the farm that couldn't care for her anymore. Kate and Andre, who saved Annabelle, initially had to feed the pig with a syringe or by hand because she struggled to get her snout into a bag of food. Kate and Andre put Annabelle on a diet and started waiting. Pigs can't lose weight very quickly, which leads to complications. Fortunately, everything turned out well. After a few weeks, Annabelle was feeling much better. She started moving around, becoming more active and happier. Her survival and recovery from her past condition were almost a miracle because Annabelle had exceeded her normal weight by over 80 kilograms during her heaviest period and was on the brink of death. Obi. 18 kilograms is an incredible weight even for a purebred dog, but Vinny is not alone in this. There was a monkey named Obi who was much fatter and weighed 33 kilograms at his heaviest. That's approximately twice the weight of the heaviest dogs of the same breed. He had to wear a special harness to protect his massive hanging belly from harm. In cases like these, the fault is usually in the animal's metabolism. Inherent characteristics, anomalies, and unique metabolisms can contribute to this. But the reason this dog became obese was because his previous owner spared him nothing and fed him with everything. They couldn't play active games with him due to their old age and poor health. As a result, Obi gained weight and found himself at a veterinary clinic. Surgeons performed a tummy tuck and excess skin removal surgery on him. Throughout this time, Obi followed a strict diet and shed the extra pounds through exercise. In the end, he lost more than 19 kilograms and underwent a remarkable transformation. Chubby Vincent. Chubby dogs are rarer than chubby cats, at least for me. However, even among our four-legged friends, some are excessively overweight. Chubby Vincent is a great example of this. A few years ago, this dog breed became a sensation on the internet due to its incredible weight. People couldn't believe how overweight he was. He weighed almost 18 kilograms. Vincent could barely move. His back was sagging due to the weight. His cholesterol levels were sky high. Due to his large size and squat body, it was sometimes hard to tell if he was standing or lying down. He was at risk for all sorts of diseases, from arthritis and diabetes to cancer. Thankfully, he received the care he needed in time. Like Patches, this dog was placed in a shelter, and the shelter staff started training him and put him on a diet. Initially, even a simple walk was not easy for Vincent. However, as time went on, the dog became more active and underwent a remarkable transformation. Now he is a healthy and fit dog, and no one calls him Chubby anymore. His name was changed to Skinny Willie. Godzilla. We all know the hair-raising gigantic mutant monster with this name. This monkey, just like its namesake, was also massive and heavy. Godzilla was found in Thailand a few years ago. This macaque monkey weighed approximately 20 kilograms, roughly twice the size of its normal relatives. Godzilla was constantly fed not only by its owners, but also by tourists. Very few people thought this was not good for Godzilla's health. The owner of Godzilla claimed that the monkey was not complaining about its health, and even claimed it was exercising daily, but it was still not normal. Representatives from the Wildlife Conservation Center, upon hearing about the obese monkey, came to take the animal. The animal was sent to a special camp designed for extremely overweight humans, where it was put on a strict diet. They also made the animals enjoy exercising to get in shape. Interestingly, Godzilla was not the only animal to visit this camp. Another one was Fat Uncle, another macaque monkey from Thailand. He would eat whatever he could find in the markets of Bangkok. The macaque would scavenge for food, beg from tourists, and sometimes eat leftovers. He also moved very little. Eventually, he reached 27 kilograms, which was incredibly dangerous. That's why the primate was sent to a weight loss camp. He was put on a special diet, consuming green vegetables, low-sugar fruits, and water. After losing 3 kilograms, he was released back into the wild. Unfortunately, Fat Uncle quickly reverted to his old habits and started begging for food from tourists again. Sadly, this habit ultimately led to his death. The bandit. In terms of cuteness, which animal can compete with chubby raccoons? A raccoon looks extremely cute when it's a little chubby, especially if it's a pet raccoon. However, when it's a bit too overweight, it's a different story. And the bandit's case is something else entirely. While the animals we've talked about so far are 2 to 3, even 4 times larger than their regular counterparts, the bandit is 5 times larger than its relatives. This colossal creature was once known as the world's fattest raccoon. At its peak, it weighed 34 kilograms, while raccoons usually weigh between 3 and 9 kilograms. The bandit's abnormal weight was due to improper feeding. No matter how hard its owner tried to feed it with quality food, it didn't make a difference. The bandit lived up to its name, behaving like a true outlaw. It regularly organized heists, often sneaking into the kitchen to steal snacks. Unfortunately, this lifestyle led to health problems, and it eventually passed away. Patches. Many people adore chubby cats, and it's not hard to see why. These chubby balls of fur are adorable and funny. Cuddling with them is delightful, and they always put a smile on your face. However, you should know your limits and not overfeed cats, remembering what happened to Patches recently. He is known as the world's fattest cat. This furry bundle, at the age of 6, weighs 18.2 kilograms, which means he's heavier than an average 5-year-old child, and about 4 times fatter than ordinary cats. Patches was discovered after being brought to the shelter by his previous owner, who could no longer take care of him. He was examined at the shelter, and he was found to be quite healthy. Medical tests confirmed this. Interestingly, despite being incredibly fat, Patches is very picky about what he eats. He can't eat everything. Apparently, his weight issues stem from his previous owner spoiling him too much, but that's in the past now. Patches was immediately put on a strict diet to get his health back on track. The shelter also imposed a condition that his new owner would help him reach a safe and healthy weight. 747. Every spring in Alaska's national park, there is an unusual competition among several thousand local brown bears, the Fattest Bear Contest. This competition is not for making fun or jokes about these animals. It's purely for scientific purposes. People want to see which bear is better prepared for winter. Indeed, the fatter a bear is, the more efficient and easier its winter hibernation becomes. Just like the past few years, last year's winner of the contest was bear number 747. There's a reason for this number. The bear is likened to a Boeing 747 due to its size. Since 747 is a wild bear, it's not easy to weigh it with regular scales. However, its estimated weight exceeds 635 kilograms.